Yo, so in today's video we have you the top 10 loadouts to use on Rebirth right now. You can mix and match any of these guns with each other, it does not matter, but I'm going to be just running through 10 of the best class setups to be using right now. If you guys want to, make sure to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It is completely free, and also follow my Twitch if you guys haven't yet. I do stream there every single weekday, Monday to Friday, so check it out if you guys haven't yet. Whenever we hit 80,000 subscribers, we're doing a 5,000 core point giveaway as well, so make sure you go ahead and enter that. I would really appreciate it. Just subscribe and then comment down below saying you want to enter, and let's get straight into the loadouts. Alright guys, so the first loadout is going to be the XM4. This thing is a beamer. I'm not going to lie, it does have a little bit of kick to it. It does have a little bit of recoil, but that doesn't matter. As long as you can control the recoil, you guys are good to go. And this thing kills very quickly. So the first attachment is going to be the agency suppressor, which increases the vertical recoil control, the bullet velocity, and the effective damage range. All in all, just making this more accurate and have a better range. We're then going to be going for the Task Force barrel, which increases the bullet velocity, the range, and also the accuracy once again, making this thing have less recoil because it does have a bit of recoil, so this is definitely going to be an attachment that will help with that. Then we're going to be going for the Field Agent Grip, which once again will reduce the recoil, increasing the vertical and horizontal recoil control. And then the 60 round magazines. I see a lot of people use the 45 round magazine, but honestly, I don't think you should, but that's my personal preference. Have a little play around with what you feel like. So basically the 60 is going to give you more bullets. You can obviously kill more people in less magazines. You don't have to reload as often, but it does have a little bit of a slower reload time, and the ADS time is also a little bit slower. So with the 45 round mag, the ADS will be quicker, but you're going to have less bullets, so you might have to reload more often. And then finally, the Axle 3x scope, which is the cleanest scope to use on all the Cold War assault rifles. This is the full loadout. Let's get straight onto the next one. Alright, so next up is the Owen gun. This is, honestly, I think this might just be my favorite SMG in the whole of Warzone right now. Let's get straight into the class. So we have the recoil booster, which is going to increase the fire rate, making the time to kill that little bit quicker. And then we're going to be going for the rapid barrel. I'm not sure why I had the shrouded barrel on. It should be the rapid barrel. But the rapid barrel is going to increase the fire rate again, making this thing kill very quickly. We're then going to be using the Mark VI skeletal stock, or if you want, because this weapon does have a little bit of kick to it, you could use the hand stop if you want a little bit better accuracy. We're then going to be going for the 72 Gorenko magazine, controlling the accuracy and the fire rate, then the hollow point attachment, increasing the limb damage, the Model 47 optic, which is a really clean optic specifically for this weapon, the remove stock, increasing the mobility, ADS, all of that good stuff. And then we're going to be going for the fabric grip, increasing the mobility again, and then acrobatic, which is going to increase the mobility again, and quick, which, guess what, it increases the mobility again. A lot of the attachments on this weapon increase the mobility. This thing does have a little bit of recoil to it, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but it kills incredibly fast, and the mobility is very high as well. So as long as you're nice and close, you don't really have to worry about that recoil. So if you do want to obviously increase the recoil, then like I said, hand stop instead of skeletal. And for the perks, you could also put on brace, which will increase the initial firing recoil, and you could change the rear grip as well to a stippled grip instead. But have a play around with it and see what you like. Let's get on to the next weapon. Now, a bit of an underrated one, I feel. I don't really see anyone talking about this weapon anymore, but this is the Modern Warfare MP5, and it is a hipfire build. Let's get into the class. We're going to be going for the subsonic integral suppressor, increasing the ADS speed, and it's also going to suppress the weapon. And it also does a couple of other things which aren't really that important, but they definitely do benefit you. They make it so there's no enemy skulls. So usually, whenever you kill an enemy, a skull is going to appear on their teammate's screen where they have died. And it's going to make that so it goes. So that means the enemies aren't going to know where you are exactly. And there's also no visible traces. So basically what this means is whenever you shoot a bullet, usually there is a line where your bullet is coming from. With this specific attachment, there is no lines, which means they will not know where they are coming from unless they look on the indicators on their screen, which they might miss. Going for the 5mm laser and the Merc foregrip, increasing the hipfire accuracy, which is the most important thing on this build because it is a hipfire build. And then we're going for the 45 round magazine And we're also going for the F-Tac collapsible stock for the increased movement speed and ADS time. Next up, we have the Vargo 52, which is a relatively new weapon. I haven't really seen that many people use this against me because you do have to do a challenge to unlock it, but it is definitely worth it because it is a very, very powerful assault rifle. So the attachments you need are the GRU suppressor, increasing the accuracy and range, the task force, increasing the accuracy and range, the Spetness grip, increasing the accuracy, 60 round magazine or the 45 round magazine depending on what map you're playing. If you're playing Rebirth, stick the 45 on because it's going to have a fast ADS, or if you're playing Caldera, use the 60 round mag because it will have a slower ADS but more bullets. And then the Axle 3x scope, pretty much the same as the XM4 build. All of the Cold War assault rifles build pretty much exactly the same, but that is the full loadout. Let's get on to the next one. Once again, I feel like this is a little bit of a like underrated kind of a weapon. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. It has very low recoil. It's the Grau, if you can already see. But yeah, let's get straight into the class. This thing is a literal laser beam. We're going to be rocking with the monolithic suppressor. It's a modern warfare weapon, so what do you expect? Then we're going to be going for the Archangel barrel, increasing the damage range, the recoil control, and the bullet velocity, making this thing nice and accurate at those longer distances. The TAC laser, which is also going to increase the ADS speed, the aiming stability, and the aim walking steadiness, making this thing nice and accurate at those longer ranges. And you're also going to have a fast ADS, so you can quickly aim in whenever you see an enemy. We then have the 60 round mags, which is a lovely amount of bullets. Stick it on. Then the Commando full grip. Full class right here. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, next up is the MP40. I had to include this weapon in this video. This thing is probably my second favourite SMG. We have the Owen gun as my first, and then the MP40 is my second. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I'm not quite sure which one I prefer, but both of them are insane. So, recoil booster again for the increased fire rate. Then we're going to be going for the short barrel, which increases the damage range and the limb damage. This right here is the like secret attachment. You must use this attachment if you want this weapon to outperform the other SMGs. We're then going to be going for the skeletal stock for the increased ADS time, so you can have that nice snappy aim. Then the 45 round Gorenko mags, increasing the recoil control, movement speed, mobility, ADS time, fire rate, all of that good stuff. And then the hollow point attachment, stippled grip tape for the increased accuracy. Then I personally like to use this iron sight. It's nice and clean, I feel. But you could use the slate reflector. You could use the Model 47. You can use whatever sight you really like to. It doesn't really matter. Stippled grip tape for the increased accuracy. Brace, quick. Brace is going to increase the accuracy, quick with the movement speed. And then folding with the movement speed as well. That is the full loadout. Let's get straight on to the next one. Alright, so next up is the Cooper Carbine. This is a sniper support build on the Cooper Carbine, so you're going to want to use this as a close range weapon slash a medium range weapon. It's okay at long range, but I would use this specifically for a sniper support, so you want to use this with a sniper. So for the attachments, we're going to be going for the MX silencer, increasing the recoil control and all of that good stuff, and also the sound suppression. Then the Cooper Custom barrel, increasing the accuracy once again. And it also increases the fire rate as well, so it makes it have a nice quick fire rate. The slate reflector, because I feel like, you know, the slate reflector is just one of those nice sights to use for a sniper support weapon, but you could use a different sight if you guys feel like it. We're going to be going for the remove stock, increasing the movement speed, ADS time. Hand stop, increasing the recoil control and accuracy. 60 round mags for the fire rate and the recoil control. Lengthened for the bullet velocity. Fabric for the mobility, tight grip for the accuracy, and fully loaded. That right there is the full loadout. Let's get on to the next one, boys. Alright, so we have the Kar98k as the next loadout. The Kar98k is obviously a beautiful sniper. You guys might say it's not a sniper, but it is a sniper, let's be real. So we're going to be rocking the monolithic suppressor. Of course, it's a modern warfare weapon. The monolithic suppressor goes on every single modern warfare weapon, as you guys probably know. Then we got the 27-inch barrel, increasing the range. Then the TAC laser, increasing the ADS speed, and also it makes it have a more accurate like stability, so whenever you're aiming down sight it's not swaying as much. Sniper scope, and the precision cone for even more aiming stability, or you could use the sport cone for increased ADS time. It's up to you. Next in the video we have the AK47 from Cold War. Make sure you're using the Cold War one and not the Modern Warfare one, because the Modern Warfare one sucks ass, but the Cold War one is pretty damn good. So let's get into the class. Okay, so the first attachment is the GRU suppressor, increasing the accuracy, the range, and it's going to suppress the weapon. We have the RPK barrel, increasing pretty much the same things, you know, the accuracy, the range, which is what you want on an assault rifle. And then the Spetness grip for the recoil control, 45 round mag. Please make sure you use the 45 round mag and not the 60. If you use the 60, you will ADS incredibly slow and it's not going to be nice. So stick on the 45 for a bit of a quicker ADS, and then the Axle 3 times scope for the nice clean scope. If you can hear anything in the background, by the way, I do apologise. My cat is jumping all over me right now whilst I'm trying to make this video, but we have the OTS for the next weapon, which is one of my favourite SMGs. Okay, so for the first attachment, we have the GRU suppressor, increasing the accuracy and also the sound suppression, so it suppresses the weapon, takes you off the minimap whenever you shoot, and it also has a little bit extra range, which is nice. Task Force barrel increases the range again, and the strafe speed, which is like a really good thing to have on an SMG, especially because basically what strafe speed does is whenever you're aiming down sight, you can move left and right a lot quicker whenever you're aiming down sight. So in gunfights, whenever you're aiming down sight and shooting them, you can be moving left to right a lot quicker than the enemy probably expects, and you're probably going to be able to win a lot more gunfights because of it. And then the laser does the same thing, and then we have the 40 round fast mag and the Serpent Wrap for the ADS time. That is it for the 10 loadouts. Subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.